Before being placed on the Supreme Court by President Washington, James Wilson had signed both the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. Only 6 founding fathers have that distinction. And at the Constitutional Convention, James Wilson had been the second most active member, speaking on the floor of the convention 168 times. James Wilson, perhaps more than any other man, is responsible for laying the early foundation for a purely American system of jurisprudence. For example, here is a 1792 commentary on the Constitution of the United States of America, of which he was a co-author. And this 3-volume set contains his legal lectures, written and delivered to students while James Wilson was sitting as a justice on the Supreme Court. In fact, Justice Wilson was responsible for starting the first organized legal training in America for law students. Notice what Justice Wilson taught his students about the relationship between law and religion.
It should always be remembered that law made for men or for nations flows from the same divine source. It is the law of God. What we do indeed must be founded on what he has done, and the deficiencies of our laws must be supplied by the perfections of his. Human law must rest its authority ultimately upon the authority of that law which is divine. We now see the deep and the solid foundations of human law. From this short but plain and, I hope, just statement of things, we perceive a principle of connection between all the learned professions, but especially between the profession of divinity and the profession of law. Far from being rivals or enemies, religion and law are twin sisters, friends, and mutual assistance. Indeed, these two sciences run into each other.
Founding Father and Supreme Court Justice James Wilson, a leading figure in the development of American constitutional law, believed and taught that all good civil law must embrace and flow from God's law.